What it is, baby. Kiss. Shout out to SHEABABYTV, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
Dirty.
Shape baby. Shape.
Welcome
Shape.
to the VIP section.
Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. Shape. 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 Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. Shape. 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 Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. Shape. Shape. Shape baby, y'all. The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on. If you like all the hip hop and the sports news, and you like everything that SHEABABY's bringing to the table, make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes. What's goody? We are litty. Monday morning. Shout out to Global Currency, man. Got the fire cup. Those is my guys. Shape baby. So, jump in them comments. Let me know, no game, what it is. I saw you call me, my boy. Yes, sir. I was loading up, getting ready to go. Shout out to No Game. The hell is... Was that a string? Oh, I was about to say, what the hell is that? Saw some black shit on my neck. I was like, what the hell? What the hell-y? Shape baby. Yes, sir. We here early. 100% No Game. We got a lot of smoke today. A lot of smoke. We're going to jump into it. I can't be on for a long time. I got a few things I got to do. But that's just to get ready for the week. Shape 100%. Baby. So, No Game, man. I could have hit another ticket last night. That bum quickly. 9 points. He couldn't get 10. These guys are cheating in the FanDuel, bro. I'm telling y'all that now. Stay away from it. Let me turn the heat on. Yes, stay away from that, man. The gambling is not the way it is. NFL was nasty yesterday. Mahomes took an L. Everything was nasty yesterday. High spreads, high money lines. Basketball players can't get 10 points. You know, niggas leaving the game with sprained ankles. They didn't even get hurt. It's nasty, man. This shit never fails. They doing the same thing, man. Dirty. You know, Wemby only getting 10 points. He was trash last night. Wemby, I'm trying to tell y'all, we can't get gas off one game. If so, we all should be in the NBA. I played over 5,000 basketball games my whole life. I played once or twice, a couple of times. It's all politics.
Baby.
All right, so we're going to talk about Diddy's new home. We're going to talk about NBA Youngboy, NLE Choppa. Charleston White gets at NLE Choppa. He calls him zesty. We're going to talk about Jalen Green's tattoo on his back like a goofy.
Baby.
Yeah, we got a good show today. Shout out to everybody in the building and shout out to Facebook. I see Facebook is rocking early this morning.
Baby.
Yo, no game. Klay Thompson been trash, man. Been trash. Klay Thompson, he should be off the list. He should never be on the list. Hey, Niche. Niche is in the building, y'all. Everybody say what up to Niche early, man. Nisha is the #1 moderator in the country. And you know what? She has no problem game planning with me and No Game and the team OVO Fox late night, all night.
Baby.
Yes, Nisha is the queen. That's a fact. All right, so yeah, man. It was nasty all weekend for gambling, man. I didn't hit not one ticket, bro. Not one ticket. Jake, what it is? Youngers is in the building. Shout out to Youngers. Earl Sanders, what it is? Nisha still around? Of course, Earl. Nisha's a part of the team. Earl Sanders said, Nisha's still around? Ha! Yo, Nisha, they don't know. Got the sounds right here.
Hey, yo, Shay, it's time to get these goofies up out of here. It's time to send them straight to Africa.
That's a fact. Shout out to Jake, too, for the subscribe. Appreciate you, my boy. Smash them like buttons.
Baby.
Oh, yeah, let's get a little bit of... It's early morning. We got to wake up, man. Let's roll up, smoke that gas. Let's get a little bit of Zagraba in the building.
Baby.
Zagraba. Zagraba is a premium leaf that you could crush up and smoke in your za. What a name. Zagraba. Try it out. Zagraba.com.
Baby.
Smoke that Zagrabi.
Make sure you smash them like buttons and hit them notification bells to be notified every time the Shea Baby's dropping that new content. You know what the vibes is.
That's a fact. Smash them like buttons. All right, let's jump right into the smoke. We're not playing today. It's up. All right, so Cardi B has a post-game interview on the field with Stephon Diggs. Now, yesterday, a lot of people were saying over the weekend that Cardi B was tight because Stephon Diggs told her about the new baby, I guess, that he's bringing to the town. He's bringing a new baby to the town. And they're twins. We spoke about Shorty last week. We can't lie, Shorty looks good. I think I got a picture of her too. She looks good. I can't front. The one having twins is a baddie. So, Stephon Diggs. Hold on, I think I have a picture of her. Let me see if I have it. Okay, so Cardi B, he's bringing the twins into the world. Cardi B smacks the shit out of him, I think, Bronx style. Smacks the boogers out of his nose, probably. But they pop out to the field and do an in-field interview yesterday. So they are rocking together. At least we can see that Cardi B and Stephon Diggs are an item. That we do know. They are an item. Because, she's going to all the games. Now, this is crazy, y'all. Get with me on this. I'm seeing a lot of groupie shit happening. Yesterday, I'm watching the Raptors game. Glorilla's at the game. I'm watching Dallas game. Megan's at the game. I'm watching the Chiefs game. The Swifties is at the game. Cardi B's at the game. There's a lot of groupie shit going on, fam. Niggas is trying to get on TV any way they can. So now it's like they athletes just to get a little bit more burn. That's what the game is now? Date athletes so you could get burned in the reels? This is crazy. Check out the post-game interview.
Cardi. Hey, how you doing today?
We're doing really great. We're doing really good.
Okay. What's your name? Where you from?
My name is Cardi B. I'm from the Bronx.
BX is in the house. Stop playing with her. Let's go. We see the fit. Just start it for us right quick.
We'll take it down. Put a little Hermes. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit.
The boots.
Nice and modest. You know what I'm saying?
This how you doing it?
Wag material. Wag material.
Okay. Where we at?
We at the Gillette Stadium.
Yeah.
As you can see, we out here in Boston having a little tea party.
Yeah. How you enjoy the game?
Nice TD party. How
you
about
enjoy
that?
the game?
Big TD party. How about that?
Okay. Well, how do you enjoy the game?
I mean, I love
TD.
Big TD.
Big TD.
Big TD.
You know what I'm saying? Something like.
Am I doing it good?
Look, it was cool. It was cool. Do you rather have a partner with style or funds?
Style.
Why?
I mean, you don't really need funds for style.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can't pull up with somebody with no drip.
yeah. Okay.
That's
Okay. We like that. What's your favorite song for your album that is dropped?
Pretty as fuck.
On my back. He like pretty face on my back. I cater that one too.
Okay, that's a cool one.
Man.
What's a good Dominican dish?
Good Dominican dish, or it's plenty. It's almost everything.
Hmm.
Almost everything.
What you making? What you making?
Cut the cameras.
Nasty work. So, as you can see, you go to the games, you get famous with these football players, these basketball players, even though they're already famous. They're already famous, but it keeps you in the reels. It keeps you in the reels. Smash those like buttons too. Don't make me pull that video back up. You know I have no problem doing it. Here we go. We're going to get to it. You want me to do it? Smash them likes. Stop hating. Let's get to it.
SHEABABYTV.
So yeah, Cardi B pops out and does what she do. She's wild. Yeah, so that Halloween, go stream this song. This is my Halloween freestyle from back in 2002. It's on the page. The link is up. Got busy on that one. 2002, that's a fact. All right, let's get right into the smoke. I want to start today off with let's start it off with Drea and Jalen Green. Let's let this sink in for a second right here. Let's let this sink in for 1 second right here. My man pops out and gets a big tattoo of her face on his back. This is where the game gets nasty. Now, this is an old girl who tricked this young boy into doing shit like this, and this is crazy, man. You know, he got the tat all on the back. It's just disgusting, man. Yo, I don't get it, man. You an NBA player. You can have any girl you want in the world. You know, any girl you want. You got the back. You know, you got all these little young thotties. You choose to pop out with Drea. Now, Drea is a cutie. Don't get me wrong. She is. She's not whack. But I seen her thugging you out, treating you like you a stepchild in the streets. I saw this, Jalen Green. I saw this. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not mad at you. She looks good. But is this worth the headache, my guy? You are 22 years old walking around with a 41-year-old and she's treating you like a child, making you get tats on the back. No offense, my man. Like I said, she looks good. Yes, smash it. Yes, bust her ass. Pop the, put the honey pack in, get the pink horsepower, and bust her shit down. Yes. Nothing wrong with that. But wifing it is a little bit disgusting, nasty work.
Yeah. SHEABABYTV.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Not in the 20s, my nigga. Not in the 20s, my nigga. Come on, look at this, y'all. You can't replace that. That's a big-ass face on his back. He got to go get a whole half a body tattoo to get something over that.
SHEABABY.
I almost want to say he's done. I almost want to say he's done, y'all. Word up. Because what chick gonna want to walk around when he take his shirt off and walking through the crib and got this chick whole face like this on his back? Now he can keep growing his hair. He can keep being zesty and keep growing the hair to where his hair grow down to his butt, and maybe he could keep his hair over the tattoo if he leaves her. Fox, what up, my dude? Yeah. But I just don't see it. You know what I mean? I think that's a bad move for him, man. Look. Let me blow this up. Look. This shit crazy. That's wild, man. He's a sucker for love, little boy. Shout out to Rick 585 in the building. Uptown Romeo, what it is?
SHEABABY.
Frank Johnson, what's poppin'? Yeah. Frank Johnson, you got the illest name in Nebraska. We about to just start calling you Glizzy. We're gonna start just calling you Glizzy. Oh, let's get some no game in there. You was right. Read the comments. Tyson Garcia says, it's odd Bimmy happened to disappear as soon as Prince was coming home.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, he's not defending himself. He's not saying anything. And everything that he was saying on these podcast interviews, it's not really touching nobody because you have paperwork on you. Then you have the head of the whole family saying, you've been telling. Like, that's, 40 years, bro?
I know.
Nintendo was out. You see the meme buzz?
That's still one of my favorite reels. He said niggas been snitching since Nintendo was out. Hey, Patricia.
SHEABABY.
All right, so back to Jalen Green. I need y'all to jump in the comments. My man just said, Rick 585, that he's a sucker for love, little boy. Now, being a little boy, that's what I was saying earlier. She tricked this nigga into getting this tat, man. In the bed, talking to this little kid and telling him, I want you to get a tattoo of your face on me. Please. He like, yes, baby. Yes, boo-boo. I would have told Drea Michelle, Drea, that's why Drea don't want to date no niggas our age. We been through all that. Did the same shit like years ago, man. 20, 30 years ago. Hi, Patricia.
SHEABABY.
Mr. Jackson, what it is? Yes, no game. That mouth was crazy. She gave him the sloppiest of all sloppies and then said, let's go get that tat.
SHEABABY.
That was some wild sloppy. Yo, Harlem Romeo. I just don't get these niggas, man. I just don't get them. Hold on, let me see if this is it. Yeah, check this out.
You know something? Drea Michelle, 39 years old, been dating NBA baller Jalen Green, 22 years old. And they recently made the announcement that she's expecting his child. A lot of people have opinions about this, considering she has a 21-year-old. What's your thoughts on this?
I don't got no thoughts on it, to tell you the truth. Shit, he grown, ain't he? She grown.
He grown, NBA baller.
Hey, just because her son and this young man is close to the same age, they might not be the same. They might not be the same mentally. They might not be the same financially. They might not be the same spiritually. At the end of the day, grown is grown. Because let me tell you something, when I was 17, I was knocking down women 35, 36 years old. By the time I was 19, I was knocking them down 45. So what? I mean, for me, I've always be like, what is everybody in the uproar about? Because people want, you know what it is. It's people like, damn, older bitch. Let some of these young bitches go out here and trick them out the bag. Bitch, you done had your time in the sun. That's what it is, for real,
Facts.
at the end of the day. You know, it's like, damn, bitch, leave some for us, bro, bitches. You already got, like, bitch. Like, for real, at the end of the day, she doing what she wanted to do. And it ain't like she conned him out of nothing. Did she con him out of something? Because older guys do it all the time.
True.
Older guys, this is what happens.
That's true.
It's no different than you rushing to become an adult. As soon as you become an adult, you be like, damn, I want to go in reverse. This shit real. It happens the same way with men and women. That's why by the time a younger man, he chasing an older woman. But as he's chasing an older woman, as he gets up in age, his age scaling for her goes in the reverse almost. It's like, oh, shit, I need a younger chick, because she's set in her ways. She don't want to listen to a nigga. She about trying to tell me, she trying to act like my goddamn mama. At least I get some kind of authority or some type of, you want to ask me questions. Because sometimes, with an older man and an older woman can't tell the older man shit, and the older man can't tell the older woman shit because they both think they know everything. So a younger woman like a younger man, because a woman's natural nature is to nurture. So when she get that younger man, she can kind of nurture him. She can kind of school him, and he gonna listen to her a little more. Like, she might say, look, don't spend your money on that. I know you want to get that car. That car, how much? $700,000 for a Lamborghini. That's cool.
Nah,
hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you go over here?
She
and
gonna say, get that
Lambo. You should buy that. I know it's in the hood. You don't gotta be there. Buy that shit, renovate it out. They want $800,000 for it. They want $3 million for it. You finna spend $800 cash. Put this $800 down on that, buy that, renovate it, rent it out. You might not need the money now, but let that money accumulate, or let one of your family members. This, like, older woman might tell a man that. So I ain't mad at Drea. Do your thing, baby. But that's what it is. People feel like, oh, she older. She done put that good whoop wop on him and make him go in his bag. And it would have been no different if she was messing with a guy a little older or her age with the bag. If he in there and leave that DNA, what you think gonna happen? Nothing. Same shit. Ain't nothing no different. I see older men with younger women all the time. Nobody saying nothing about that. So what's the problem? You got a problem with it?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't. You raised some real good points. Men have been doing this for years.
But when I was younger, I went after older women. That's what I wanted. I wanted an older. Then she bad, like, nigga, like, boy, look at that. She sitting on the sideline, you out here balling and hooping. And she paying attention to you, like, oh God, they be what? That trail. For him, his age, think about when she came out, 10 years ago? 10, 11 years ago, when she really had hit, was popping. And like, man, I remember my label coming to me saying, yo, I think we should put Drea in your video. I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, let me see Drea. Let me see the one you talking about. I was like, oh yeah, she is. I'm like, okay, yeah, hell yeah. She was popping. She was popping. So a young nigga, think about 10 years ago when that nigga was 10, looking at this beautiful ass woman like, God damn it, she ain't aged much from when he was 10. Now he big 10, he big 20. And he standing up on him. When that meat get hard, he wanna put it somewhere. And he looking at the thing he been looking at for the last 10 years of his life. Now he could touch it. I could man. She looking. Well, I'm exchanging up. She going with me. She saying okay to what I'm. Yeah. She tune that motherfucker up when I tell her to. Man, please. Everybody who talking shit about Drea, just shit the fuck down and let her live her life out. Because see, where it look good now, whatever got to come with that shit down the line, ain't none of y'all gonna be there to goddamn advocate for her whenever she going through the bullshit and the trials and tribulations of the decision she made today, all right? So let that person be. Focus on your own motherfucking self. That's what I say.
Agreed.
Crazy. So, bro, like I said, it's hard to hate. It's hard to hate on him because we sound like haters. Like if we're on the internet and we're talking about a grown man, he's 23 years old, he can make his own decisions right now. Yes. But listen, I'm just saying, I have a son. He's not in his 20s yet. He's not in his 20s yet. I have 2 boys. I don't want them dating a 50s, 45-year-old, unless. Now, this is the crazy thing, right? This is the crazy thing. Would this occur if Drea had a 23-year-old nigga with he's not an NBA player. He's just a regular nigga that play video games and smoke weed all day. Now, would she fuck with that?
Shake baby.
That's what makes it nasty to me. Because I know she's only on board because the nigga is getting money in the league. That's what makes it disgusting. Now, Young Jock said it. He makes sense. He said that, you know, at 10 years old, Drea was a baddie 10, 15 years old. She's still bad. Drea looks good. Let's be for real. Let me see. I think I got a picture. I think I got a picture. I'm not sure. Nah, I don't. But yeah, right here. Look. Drea's not whack. She's not whack. But talking this nigga into the tat is crazy. Look. Wow. That's different. And look at her showing niggas on the gram. Now look, she's grabbing his hair like I saw, like my kid's mug, my son, my little 12-year-old son, shout out to Yale, he has hair like this. This looks like his mother grabbing the hair. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Look, he looks like a child with his aunt right now. Look. That look like a mother ready to braid the hair. Look, man, come on, man. Tat on the back, different. I can't lie. Drea Michelle, you got that waterfall. You in your 40s and you got that wet, ma. I ain't gonna lie.
Shake baby.
You got it. You got the sloppiest, wettest coochie there is. Cause this is a YN. This is a YN. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, she too much for us in the 40s. We ain't ready for Drea.
Shake baby.
Drea's too much. Shout out to Drea, you the GOAT. The GOAT throw everything. You are the queen of all goats of thottinism.
Shake
You
baby.
did it, mama. You got that title. You wear that. You own it. That is you. 100%. Now, this is the thing. She got 2 boys, I believe, the Matt Barnes sons, right? I think that's them. Them niggas is going to the league too. So now, we're looking at a Larsa Pippen situation here. Remember Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's wife? Don't forget. She dates Michael Jordan's son, remember this? And fuck with niggas in the league. Her son is on the Grizzlies. That nigga's embarrassed.
Shake baby.
Little Scottie Pippen's son is embarrassed. He don't even want to, don't mention Larsa Pippen to me. You know what I mean? Larsa Pippen was a thotty out there in them streets, babe. Scottie had to get rid of her. That's what I'm saying. Now, Larsa Pippen is one of them too. She got the throat goats too. You know what I mean? Larsa Pippen is one of them also. But that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You know, these women, right? The way, and like I was telling somebody, shout out to Jessica too. Jessica, what's up? What's good, boo-boo? So, like I was telling a friend of mine the other day also, right? Shout out to Rich Dollars. Okay, so this is what I was telling somebody the other day on the phone. I was just like, you know, men are losing respect for y'all ladies out here in the streets, man. It's hard to get a man these days, ladies, because niggas is thinking the worst at all times now. You know, it's too much shit in the open. You got niggas' mothers piping your niggas on the team. This never happened in the 80s and the 90s. Like that. Mothers, like, I remember, you know, whether it was Westchester County, was the Bronx, Queens, Harlem. You know, I had a lot of friends growing up because I played a lot of sports. So, I spend the night out a lot. So I remember going to each house, no matter, like I said, the area. Westchester, Bronx, Queens, Projects, Mansion, whatever. I did it all. Right? So a mother was a mother. You know what I mean? Like they had a motherly feel, like they walk around the crib, aprons on, cook you food, doing little things. Now these kids is going to the house. The mothers is saying, put the shit in the microwave. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm watching a reality show. Oh, I'm on the phone with a nigga. I'm on DM. I'm on FaceTime, something. You know, these mothers, and like I said, there's a lot of good mothers out there. Because there's a lot of mothers, like I said, there's people that, shout out to the mothers who send their kids to college, play sports, be mothers. They be mothers. Shout out to them. But then there's the mothers that are out here looking for the look for. Like Drea. Drea, you worried about a nigga. You got your own sons. That they need a little bit more push. They trying to get to that bag. They trying to go to the league. They trying to go to the league. They need that mother there. They don't need the mother running around from game to game, you know, being with niggas who they trying to. Panda, stay chilling. What's popping, my boy? I mean, that's a girl. I'm sorry, Panda. How you doing, Panda? So, yeah, so they need you, Drea, to be a mother. But what do? You still want to live that reality show life. You want to be in the mix. You want to be in the limelight. You want to be in the rails. You want to do what it takes. You are getting alimony and money for life. And you got 2 boys going to the league. What more money do you need? You're set. You're set. Tootie, what it is. Shout out to Tootie smoking that gas early. What more do you need, Drea? Sometimes the morality of things is better than the money. Like, come on, you're a woman, you're a mother. Have some morals. As a woman, no, this is not right. This nigga's 23 years old. I'm throwing a pussy on him, making him get tattoos on his back. Does that sound good? Now you got 2 boys themselves. You're going to be mad when these old chicks is throwing these coochie at the twins. When both of them niggas walk in there with 45-year-olds, you're going to be ready to fight them. And don't let them look better than you. Then you're really going to really fight them. So your sons are on their way to the league. I hope this don't happen to you. Because if it does, you're going to throw up.
SHEABABY.
The bad thing is you got boys that are on their way to the league. Let them have a good time in the NBA. Now they walk into the locker room. Oh, shit, that's the niggas with the mothers. That's fucking Jalen Green. Now you're hot. Oh, yeah, and he slept with Matt Barnes because your ex is Liddy. He's in them reels. Shout out to Matt Barnes. I know he fucking sick of her. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I think that's the guy that was dating her, right? Matt Barnes, right? But that's what I'm saying, man. It's crazy. And like I said, I'm not hating on Drea. Drea is my age, you know, bracket, kinda. You know what I mean? So I've been seeing Drea around, you know, on the reality shows. I actually used to like Drea walking through the crib, watching her on the reality shows. She run her mouth, cute. Love it. She's cool. But then she pulled this stunt and it threw her. Like, for me, I was looking at her like she was always the victim with Matt Barnes. Like, you know, she was a young little joint that got caught up with him. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Now she made some money off it, off the reality shows. But then this happens. So then now I see it's all about the bread. She got a game plan. She has an itinerary. You know what I'm saying? She wakes up with an itinerary. She goes out with an itinerary. Ain't nothing like a chick that goes out with an itinerary. You know what I mean? Because somewhere on that itinerary is the money sign.
SHEABABY.
So yeah, shout out to Drea Michelle and shout out to Jalen Green. No hate, no shade. I'm just giving my opinion on things. It is what it is. All right. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on to your man, Diddy. So, This picture surfaced this morning today. This is crazy. So this is Diddy's new home right here. Yeah. Look at him hanging out with the guys. It says Diddy was reportedly spotted chatting with fellow inmates at Fort Dix prison, appearing calm and composed despite outgoing. Sources say he's adjusting to the prison life, interacting regularly with others. Fans online had mixed reactions, with some shocked and others saying he'll be fine. He will be fine. Diddy got the money, man. Ain't nobody doing nothing to Diddy in jail. Niggas is looking for jobs and opportunities when they get out. See, this is what happens. If you kill Diddy in jail, you cut his face, he's too popular, you're gonna do more time. You could wind up doing life in jail doing something like this to Diddy. So why not be Diddy's friend? Diddy know these niggas is the wolves, right? Diddy knows these niggas is the wolves. You know what I mean? So this is the thing, this is what inmates, the best thing for an inmate to do. Why cut Diddy's face? Why beat up Diddy? Why extort Diddy? Hold Diddy down. Diddy got the M's, the billions in jail. You know how many cup of noodles you can eat fucking with Diddy? You know how many of them nasty meals they cook in the bed? Shout out to my man Wop. He's the only one that cook food that look kind of good. But they make the food on the bed. They heat up the metal thing, then they cook the shit on the bed. Imagine going to bed smelling like fucking burritos. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so why beat up Diddy? These are the things that Diddy's gonna bring to the table in jail. Shout out to Tootie. I see you, my boy. You don't beat up Diddy. Diddy, you wanna go lift weights? Oh, yeah! That's the Mexicans calling the Mexican gang. Diddy want to work out. Diddy, this is going to cost you 500 cups of noodles. This is going to cost you a couple fruit roll-ups. This is going to cost you some animal crackers and some toilet tissue. Are you cool with that? That's it, my nigga? No problem. You have that by the end of the week. You know how it goes. Diddy's well off in jail, my niggas. I'm gonna tell you that now. There's no reason why ever anybody in jail will touch Diddy. All right, so let's get into this. This is a guy who says he knows what Diddy's going through in jail. This is some Italian mafia nigga that been in the feds.
Obviously, he's disappointed, although he really shouldn't be. I think, a 4-year sentence here with already credit for the year or so that he has in, I think he did very well with respect to all of the drama and all of the circumstance around this trial. There was a lot of bad stuff out there, and I'm not passing judgment on that, but it just looked really bad, and he could have gotten up to 10 years or 11 years. So I think the judge, took everything into consideration. I think his family today made a very good plea for him. And I think he did very well. That's my opinion.
So what in your experience, like your own experience and other, inmates that you've seen go through it and then show back up at the, the cell block, how do they take this? Do they bury their head in the pillow and cry, or do they keep their head held high and just pack up their stuff and wait for their assigned new prison? Like, tell me everything.
Well, everybody's different. I'm sure he went back was somewhat disappointed, so he's probably, dwelling on that. Hey, it could have been differently. Maybe I should have gotten out. Maybe he's a little bit upset, a little bit angry. I get it. All those emotions come into play. But right now, he's got to get ready. He'll spend a couple of weeks there until they designate him to a new facility. And he'll be a lot better off in prison than he is in the federal jail. At least there you can move around and you got some freedom on the yard and things like that. My thought is he'll collect himself, get himself together, there are ways for him to improve himself. They have the Bureau of Prisons now has a drug program. And if you're allowed to get into that drug program, you can knock as much as 18 months off your sentence. Now, I don't know if he'll qualify, if they'll allow him to go in, but he'll probably start to think about, okay, what can I do to reduce my time now? That's what everybody thinks when you get in there. Is there any way we can better ourselves? He's thinking about what facility they're going to send him to. I'm sure he spoke to his lawyers and he asked his lawyers to put in a facility that's close to his home, close to his family. A low or medium
You heard what
level.
Fox says,
I don't
smash
think
them
he'll get
likes.
into a camp.
Freedom or die, what it
Does
is.
your request actually count? I mean, I thought the feds just put you where it works for them. I didn't think you get a say in it.
Well, here's the thing. The judge, you could ask the judge to recommend. The Bureau of Prisons doesn't have to go along with the judge's recommendation, but it does help a little bit. They do try to sometimes satisfy the judge's request. You can put in a request, and sometimes they'll honor it, sometimes they won't. It's really up to them. They're not bound by anything at that point in time. So, but he's wondering now, hoping which facility he gets into. I don't think he'll get into a camp only because he's high profile. Even though his sentence qualifies him for a camp, it's a low security, sentence. But my feeling is he'll get into at least a medium because he's so high profile.
Is the camp the lowest security and therefore
Smash
more
them like
paddle
buttons.
and tennis and all the other things and what they call Club Fed or Camp Cupcake?
Yeah, they moved me to a camp by accident at one point, and there's no fences or anything like that. And I wasn't there for too long because they realized they made a mistake and put me back in the medium security. But they tell you when you get there, listen, there's no fences. If you want to leave, you can leave. But when we catch you, we're going to add another 5 years onto your sentence. And while I was in that camp for 2 months, each month somebody ran away. I mean, they always try to do that. But yeah, he's thinking of that. Yeah, he's thinking of that. But a medium security is not that bad.
Shout out to Don Coop in the building. I see everybody saying what up to him. Don Coop, we got to get you on the platy, my dude. They like you in the chat. They need to see your face pop out. Facts.
Go back, though. Go back to that piece about he's high profile, so he won't get a camp. Why wouldn't he? I thought in a camp, nobody's going to shank him because, again, they want out.
The overriding factor there, I believe, is he's a guy with a lot of money. And I'll tell you, this happened to me when I went in there because of the profile I had, because of the way they wrote me up. I had everybody and their brother inmate trying to do a deal with me when I got out, a business deal. They need money. Because of the fact that he's a money guy, I think he's going to have more friends than he will enemies. And in a medium security, normally nobody's looking to shank you. When you get into the higher institutions, when people are doing, a ton of time and there's no way you can benefit them, then you got a little more problem. But in a medium security, I don't think he'll have an issue at all. I really don't. He can be too much of a benefit to inmates that are always looking for something.
Come on.
And he could be a golden ticket for some people, at least in their mind.
Facts.
I could just talk to you for hours and hours, but I have some other guests lined up, so I got to say bye there. But to Michael Francis, thank you so much for being on again. I really appreciate it.
All right.
That's a fact. So I see people in the comments. They're saying that Diddy will be home from 16 to 18 months. I agree. There's no reason that Diddy should even be in there. You hit him with a fine. He's a nasty motherfucker, but that doesn't mean we put him in jail for a long time. Now, the inmates are having fun now. Now it's in there's rock and roll time. Now we're chilling with Diddy, a celeb. Things change. Things is different now. Things are different now. Now you got an opportunity to see Diddy, because let's keep it real. These niggas that's locked up, these criminals, these guys will never have had a chance to see Diddy. Diddy getting to smoke in jail, it just won't happen, man. It won't. Niggas is fanned out. I'm trying to tell you this. All right, let's see what this is.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. This is probably one of the most unexpected, but most respected response that they could have had. I'm not gonna hold you. I expect to hear bruh start stuttering, expect to see Ben go crazy, expect the mom to start talking wild and trying to expose them, but it really showed that, bro, they are trying to mature and that they not even feeding into, bro, because we all know what he's trying to do, bro. But at this point, bro, if you need to sell some records, NLE Choppa.
Okay, we'll get to that. That's the NLE Choppa smoke. That's next. Let's stay with the Diddy.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Before you ask, because I am in New York, I am a dead Knicks cheerleader. Yes. Okay. So now that we have that out of the way, my kid is a dead Jalen Brunson. So we kind of match. But no, happy Halloween. We are going to talk all things Diddy right now, and how fitting for Diddy that his first day in his new home, a federal prison in New Jersey, is on Halloween, because I'm sure it's very scary. So finally, he is at his new home until, as the Bureau of Prisons website.
Like, how foul are you? Like, the day they transfer Diddy is on Halloween day. Like, how foul are they trying to be to Diddy? Let's transfer Diddy on Halloween day. How nasty. Let him ride around in a truck. Put some little windows in there so he can see the kids with their Halloween outfits on. Transfer Diddy on Halloween. Disgusting work.
Says until May of 2028. This factors in his time served, serving 85% for possibly good behavior. And he was placed there. His team had requested this placement because they felt like it was a good fit. It's a minimum security prison. They thought that he didn't really need to be with other inmates who really have nothing to lose at a maximum security prison who might be serving, 35 plus years for red rum. Also, it was said to have a good drug therapy program to help him stay off drugs, stay clean. And also, it's close to his family, who is mainly in New York. Sorry, this scar is so funny. As I'm looking at myself, I'm like, wow, I did a good job with this one. I really look dead. No, just kidding. So yes, his first day was yesterday, October 30th. And I mean, we'll see what happens. He has also fast-tracked his appeal. Alexander Shapiro filed a motion to fast-track this. The government did not oppose this, which could signal to the Board of Appeals that, yeah, this makes sense to appeal this. Also because appeals can take years, and he will be out of prison in 1 to 2 years. So again, I do most likely see this appeal happening quicker than I think a lot of people thought. So we'll see what happens there. And I also want to share with you all an interview I did yesterday with an ex-inmate at MDC who was in the same unit as Diddy, and also he served as Diddy's teaching assistant.
Damn.
Diddy created a program while he was in MDC, a business leadership program, where it was, this guy told me, it was every Friday, and it was a 2-hour course. And apparently it was crazy because for this course, they got Bloods, Crips, MS-13 members, all these gang members in the same room to learn from Diddy. So this guy ends up telling me all of this stuff yesterday.
Now, those are things that people don't talk about. We know Diddy's doing it for the TV. We know that's cap. We know Diddy's he's one of them. But that's, even if it's cap, it's still a good thing to get gang members together and try to think positive and try to think, we can be citizens. So shout out to Diddy for that. I can't lie. Even though we know it's cap, but, he still did.
It clears up the knife to the neck incident, which it's not how it went down at all. I was surprised. I was also surprised that, not making a thing about this, but I was surprised that more people weren't talking about this interview, or it didn't get, recycled throughout different media outlets, because when the Daily Mail reported on the recycled knife story, it went viral. It went crazy. And I actually have factual information here. Like, this guy, this inmate, he was vetted. He literally, he even wrote a sentencing letter, or a letter on behalf of Diddy for sentencing, because he said how much Diddy changed his life. So I will go through, actually, you know what? I'll play the clip as well, where he sort of clarifies
That's
the
a fact,
knife
my
incident.
boy.
But he discussed how truly Diddy changed his life by teaching him this course and just
Jay
giving
Books,
him
I
life
appreciate
advice
you.
and
Shout out to
whatnot.
Gerald.
And, I was curious about just Diddy in general, his demeanor in jail. If he, he's giving everybody advice. I was just curious, did he ever reflect on himself, his own decisions? Did he seem regretful at all? And, this guy, whose name is Raymond Castillo, he explained all of that. So you can actually go to lamag.com to read the article, and then it will link out to the actual video podcast as well. So I thought it was interesting as well because Castillo told me that sometimes he would find Diddy walking in big laps, just in circles, and they would be like, hey, you okay, dude? Like, what the hell is this guy doing? And Diddy would just be like, yeah, I'm just, I'm having a long conversation with God right now. But a lot of people would see this and be like, homie's losing it. But, I asked, were people impressed with him? Did they not like him just for who he is? Whatever. And he said that at first people, they didn't want to like kiss his butt. They were kind of like, whatever. And then they got to know him and he was very humbled, as you can imagine. Of course. And then they all kind of were like, okay, he's okay. And Castillo told me that many of these guys.
This is the question though. So we know that he's humble now, right? So sometimes this might just be a reality check for Diddy, because you couldn't say that about Diddy if he didn't go to jail. That nigga might spit in your face and tell you don't ever talk to me again. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. This is Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So, of course you're gonna be humble in there because you don't want nobody to knock you the fuck out. That's a fact.
Grew up listening to him and listening to his music, so they couldn't really, they couldn't believe it. They referred to him as King. And I say this because he kind of not slipped up, but he's talking and telling a story to me. And he says, oh yeah. And I said, hey, King, to Diddy or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So they also referred to him as King. And he clears up the knife incident. I'm going to play a short that I posted on Twitter yesterday. This is really interesting because we were told by media outlets, and, this kind of came from his lawyers who may not have gotten the entire story correct. They didn't, because Brian Steele spoke about this incident during the sentencing, saying, Diddy's life is in danger. And don't get me wrong, he still had a knife pulled on him. It just wasn't the way that it went down that we were told. So yeah, we were told he woke up to a knife at his neck and a guard stopped it. Not what happened. Raymond Castillo tells me what happened because he was there and he broke this up. This is only a 1-minute clip, but I'll go on to tell you a little bit more after I play this. Oh, and it's me. Hold on. I'll get, as usual, guys, wait for me to get this up. Sorry.
He didn't wake up to with no knife to his neck.
I'm gonna.
He didn't wake up to with no knife to his neck. I recall the incident because I'm the one that.
Sorry. Let me just start all over. My gosh. Okay.
He didn't wake up to with no knife to his neck. I recall the incident because I'm the one that intervened when the incident was going on. He was watching TV actually when this happened. He was watching Basketball Wives.
Sorry.
And this West Coast gang member that was serving 30 years walked up to him and was really trying to take a chair from him that Diddy was already sitting on. The incident happened over a chair that nobody owns, that the facility owns. So he was trying to take this chair from Diddy. So Diddy, and mind you, Diddy wasn't scared. Diddy didn't flinch. He just stared the guy down and was asking the guy, your homeboy, why are you coming at me like that about a chair that don't belong to none of us? You see, I'm watching TV. And the guy got hostile. I don't know if he was trying to look for some clout or he was having a bad day. He got hostile with Diddy. But this is where I've seen Diddy's actual change. When the guy was getting hostile, Diddy tried to spread love to the guy and talk some positivity to the guy. He didn't wake up to with no knife to his neck.
So when he said that, I mean, there was many things that I took away from this, by the way. I mean, the fact that he was watching Basketball Wives, I had to laugh. I was like, wow. Also, isn't it crazy? Like jail and prison, it's like you're around a bunch of toddlers. It's like, that's my chair. No, that's my chair. I mean, really? So anyway, Raymond goes on to tell me that, he stood in the middle of these guys and was like trying to break it up. And that Diddy tells this guy after, like, yo, dude, you need God. And then he goes on to tell me that Diddy stuck up for this guy. the West Coast gang member who pulled the knife on him. Like they were going to transfer him, whatever. And Diddy's like, no, just let him stay. Who cares? Listen, this guy was vetted, Raymond Castillo.
Ken
He's
James,
not
what it
being
is.
paid. I mean, I don't know what he has to gain from saying this, especially because he said, I asked him in the interview, you can watch it. I said, are you still in contact with Diddy? Do you still talk to him? And he's like, no. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know what he would have to gain from that. That's all I'm going to say. So I encourage everybody to watch the full interview. I mean, I definitely got a lot of hate, which is interesting. You know, I, as a journalist, as a reporter, I want to find people like Raymond. I want to find jurors. I want to find people that, you know, have direct experience with defendants or with, you know, people in certain cases. And I don't think that reporters or journalists should be penalized for that just because this person was convicted of doing something, you know, not great, very bad. You know, obviously we all saw the video of Cassie. That's horrific. There is no excuse for that. However, I don't know what this guy's going to say to me, right? When I interview him, he tells me all this stuff. I'm reacting, and that's that. So I always find it interesting when people are like, you know, it's not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure, but like, I'm so disappointed in you and I'm like, okay. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to, when this guy tells me something that Diddy said, am I supposed to say, you're lying? You're a liar. He's a piece of crap. I mean, I wasn't there, so I can't anyway. But you guys know that I am all over Diddy.
Nasty work. So, like I said, we can't listen to these stories about Diddy in jail unless you were there. Because everybody's going to be on these podcasts. If you can get an interview, right now I could pull a nigga out of New Jersey and say, yo, just tell me anything. Nigga say, yeah, you know what? I had Diddy cooking glizzies on the bed late night. You know what I mean? That nigga would dip it in the toilet, then he would eat it. That's a fact.
SHEABABY.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. We can't listen to these stories. But I do know this. That niggas is not going to put one hand on Diddy because they looking for the bag in jail and when they get out. Imagine if you hold Diddy down the whole time in jail. When he gets out, you're going to eat. Because when Diddy come home, he's back to his old tricks. He's like Al Poe out there.
SHEABABY.
The moment Diddy come back home, he's back to them old tricks. Now, it's time to get to the real smoke now. This is why I got online today. NBA Youngboy and NLE Choppa.
SHEABABY.
Yo, there's a lot of zesty stuff going on too, though. And, you know, besides, you know, just them having smoke. And yes, we right here, we gonna cover it. All right, let's start with this. Let's start with NBA Youngboy's mom. She had a lot to say towards NLE Choppa. She had a lot to say. She was running her mouth crazy about this dude. Check it out.
Hey y'all. Today I'm gonna talk about being jealous and being envious. So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knees smoking a crack pipe, and you're saying Cantrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees and put a crack pipe in his mouth on a video, right? Okay, fine. I bet they have another video with that same pussy ass on his knees sucking your pipe. Because who gonna even play that stupid ass role? If you know better, you do better. Your head look like a penis without a rubber on top of it.
God damn!
But yet, you want to sit here and try to talk about somebody. You better be lucky. I can't say what I want to say on Instagram. That's what I got to say today.
Ooh. mother going crazy. And read what she's saying. She running her mouth.
Towards reducing violent crime. Manifest Freedom is one which invests in entrepreneurs who...
Nasty. Now the mother. You know the mother's with all the smoke. Because this nigga NBA Youngboy is wild. You got 300 grandkids and you on here. Ha! Yeah. Yo, cool. Nigga said raise your grandkids. Yo, ghetto trash. Yo, it is, man. I don't ever want to see my mother on Instagram. I say, yo, Ma, what you doing, Ma? This is my problem. Can you be a mother, Ma? Stop. And I'm not talking about an NBA young boy, because I don't want you to come off on him, you fuck nigga shit, because you never can understand what he's saying. You fuck nigga, you understand me and all that. Nobody want to hear none of that. So we ain't talking about Mama Dukes. But we are saying, she got too many goddamn grands to be worrying about this nigga NLE Choppa. You know what I mean? She said the nigga head looked like a penis. Because of this video when he shot this. I think I still got it. Yeah, right here. This video right here.
Nigga, you poison the youth, nothing positive to do. You the reason niggas beating bitches thinking that it's cute. You send niggas to do.
That's the video right there. He had the Tupac shit. He had the baldy and all that. So that's why the mother said his head looked like a penis.
Shape baby.
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. Yo, the mother's nasty. All right, we got some more smoke too.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. This is probably one of the most unexpected, but most respected responses they could have had. I'm not gonna hold you. I expect to hear bruh start stuttering, expect to see Ben go crazy, expect the mom to start talking wild and trying to expose them, but it really showed them, bro. They are trying to mature and that they not even feeding into, bro, because we all know what he trying to do, bro. But at this point, bro, if you need to sell some records in the Lee Choppa, just ask for a feature, bro. You ain't got to do all that dissing, bro, because...
On my fault, y'all. My fault.
Nah.
We got FM, we got switches.
Bro. You ain't got to do all that dissing, bro, because it ain't do nothing but make it look bad on you, and you even get nothing but bad reviews from it.
Is that Chris? I mean, niggas is looking for clout. It happens all the time.
Shape baby.
I ain't gonna try to make this video long at all because the next videos I gotta show are kind of long and lengthy. No Diddy. Now it seems like in today's classroom, y'all, once again, we got NLE Choppa on the roster. Yes, y'all, we got NLK, 3 Pac, NLE the Great, whatever you want to call him. It seems like we got NLE Choppa on the roster. And there's an update on this whole thing when he made a diss about Youngboy, but it seems like Youngboy affiliates has responded, including his mom, but also his own baby mama. And it seems like, bro, that rap song was the worst thing that he could have released because he ain't been getting nothing but bad publicity from it. Now we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna get into it, but before we do, real quick, but y'all know my little routine, just hit that like button, you feel me, and comment tap in if you're tapped in down below, and also smash that notification bell. So for one, you can be notified anytime I drop a video, but also I can just keep y'all updated on this whole situation in general. Now, before we even get into this video, bro, y'all know I got bills to pay, so let's get into today's paid promoted song, man.
Solo Ray, talk to them folks, man. These niggas be tender about these bitches. See more just know that I
light-skinned Tupac, and then within that he kind of made a lookalike of NBA Youngboy, kind of dissing him, saying some real things, and he poisoned the youth minds, and he making beating on women look cool, and a whole bunch of things, and people on the internet was not feeling it. Now he ended the video with walking around with like a head he cut off with Youngboy face print on it. Real weird, by the way. That's some very upset stuff, and internet was not going for it. Now yesterday his mom responded, said a lot of things, but it seems like she responded again, and it seems like one of his homies responded. Now, her and the Black Sheep, y'all know Mr. Stutterbutter himself, one of Youngboy right-hand man responded to it, and his response was actually surprising, and I think that's how a lot of them should start responding from now on.
when them were popping, they were popping. Now we popping, you hear me? It's a problem. Say 5, this $100 million shit going on. We ain't going back and forth with no bitch. and I still got the same color.
Now, as y'all see, he took the mature route, the route that everybody should be taking, and went on to say they making $100 million, bro. They not finna respond to them. When Youngboy was put up on house arrest, y'all did y'all thing. Now he on tour, he popping. Don't try to use his name for bait and saying that they not finna respond to him. And that's the God of the truth, because when Youngboy was in the house, whatever, everybody was with you know who, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But now that he out, everybody trying to find their way to get themselves back in the mix and get a response from him. And he not responding. Now, like I said, he went on to call out Youngboy out of every rapper. Granted, Youngboy is a big rapper, but people saying that, you know, he poisoned the mind of the youth, which I'm not saying he was wrong. A lot of y'all think that what I was saying with Choppa was wrong. I didn't say he was wrong. I just feel like he's hypocritical because he do the same thing, or in a way he's quote unquote poisoning the youth. Now, he could have said something about a lot of other rappers, but he said Youngboy because Youngboy the hottest in. He know what it was gonna do. Now, Youngboy mom responded yesterday, but she responded again and made a video, and she put up this post first and said, how are you even gonna hate from outside the arena? You can't even fill up one, right? And then she posted this video right here.
Today I'm gonna talk about being jealous and being envious.
We saw him.
But went on the call Browder and said, you know, he hating basically, long story short, and a lot of people feel that way. Now, what made me real surprised is not only did his quote unquote rap op say something, his own baby mama. Now we all know why she said something. This man Choppa probably the best thing that ever happened to her, bro, because we ain't heard from her since she had a baby by Choppa. Now she put up a post and said, I don't think Tupac would approve of these actions. And then she went on to say, why would you want more ops when your baby mamas are your biggest ones? And she said, this idiot, Karma just beat this nigga A every day. If this B put this much effort into being a better dad, you know we would be all right. Now, as you see, that sounds like a sad baby mama, a mad baby mama, and just want to be heard, knowing that she gonna get posted because she know who she connected to, and she just want to be in the blogs. But long story short, his own baby mama calling him out, and I'm not surprised. Baby mama do that. That's why you need to get married and find you a wife, and maybe you don't have to worry about things like this. Now, let me just start out by saying, Choppa, you are trending #1 right now. I can't lie, but it's like, bro, we all know why. Now, I feel as though if you really felt like he was poisoning the mind of you, if you gonna call out him, you gotta call out everybody. You were the same guy last year as a model. Guys that that look up to you. Sad to say, kids idolize rappers. Rappers in the internet is one of the biggest things popping right now. People don't care about pastors. People don't care about workmen. People don't care about guys that's actually beneficial to our youth. They care about the streamers and the rappers. And you being a rapper, you went on to that website or went onto that magazine and posted your draws, multiple pictures, and you started an OnlyFans game. You were doing like little freak pics or whatever, like posting your little print. It's like, come on, bro. So let's not talk about influence. When actuality, bro, nobody got a pot to piss in. None of us is perfect, including myself. So who are we to call anybody? He who is without sin cast the first stone. Now I understand trying to judge somebody righteously, but the way you did it, bro, you were chasing content and you were chasing clout, and it's gonna end up bad for you. Not saying your life gonna get hurt, but people ain't gonna respect you because you're gonna forget you said this. And months down the line, you're going to end up saying something contradicting. And hey, that's going to be on you. Now, shout out to YB them for responding the way they responded. Hopefully, for now on, they respond like that. Too many people have died. Too many people have gone to jail. And these unnecessary beasts don't really be about nothing. And I respect the way they responded because
ain't about nothing. That's why I try to say this is this is drama and smoke that's going to... See, the thing is, NBA Youngboy is on top of the game. He's up here. You know what I mean? Like NLE Choppa, he's in the middle. He's getting to where he at. So it's always gonna look like it's cloud chasing because a nigga's winning. Cause Youngboy is winning. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Straight winning. Facts. All right, y'all. Great show today. Great vibe. I'ma see y'all tomorrow. Shout out to Fox. Me and Fox will be on the mall. 10:30 a.m. We're gonna talk about a lot of this stuff all over again. Cause we gotta get Fox's input on it and getting them reels. So I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. And take a look at the reels too, man. Getting them comments and getting them reels. That's a fact. You know, I create the reels for y'all just so we can, y'all can see a little bit of clips and stuff that we did on the show all day long. You all right? This is what I do all day. This is my life, man. I don't play with this shit at all. All right? I'll see you guys later. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to everybody in the building, too. Later.
Welcome to the VIP section.
J baby, y'all. J baby, y'all. J baby, y'all. J baby, y'all. Shape 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 baby, y'all.
The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that Shay Baby's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes.
Shape baby.